I mean, how did I not make a video on this? You can tell I've not been with it over the past month about the Dalek. We know that we're getting a Dalek redesign. Go on then, guys. What do you think the Dalek redesign is going to be? I'll just source a couple of things. I'll go on to Big Finish's YouTube channel, and we'll also go on, because he's the only person that makes Dalek renders. Not really, but we'll look at the Prydonians stuff as well, just for some inspiration. I might as well do a little reaction to this Big Finish trailer then, considering it ties in with the Daleks, and maybe it will entice me to listen to Big Finish if they put in Spider Daleks in it. Fucking hell, that's loud.
I never wanted to fuck.
I do love these animated sequences. It just makes me wish we had like a full animated show. I'm looking for the Doctor. I think mine's better. Assemble cabins at them. Here we go. Spider Daleks used in an official capacity. That's what I want to see. I want to see Spider Daleks in the new era. Obviously not Time War ones, but I want to see Spider Daleks. So cool, so rad. That is such a good performance from Nick Briggs. I mean, going forward, I do want to see different actors playing the Dalek parts, as well as Nick Briggs. Insane. I mean, obviously, you can't get rid of Nick Briggs, because he's so damn good at his job. But I would love to see other people do the Dalek voices as well. I mean, we've talked about it on this channel extensively, but I'd just love a newcomer just to offer their perspective on things. The original Daleks, like Peter Hawkins and Graham, forgotten his name, is it David Graham? But yeah, I love the back and forth between them two, and I really miss them having multiple voice actors. I've talked about this so much, but the main show should have been doing stuff like this, for fuck's sake. Like, if you were going to boot the paradigm out, they should have given us something like this, something different, something cool. But I have faith in Rusty Davis for, you know, expanding the Dalek universe. So yes, I would love that all the Daleks to have different design. Well, you obviously just have the drones. I mean, the paradigm got it right with drones, strategists, scientists, and things like that. That was like a bright, bold new future, but people didn't like it. So, alright, so we're just going to look at someone's work. A Time War Special Weapons Dalek. Why was that never in the main show? Why did they never do something like that? Like, they knew how popular the Special Weapons Dalek was, so why did they never put it in? Fucking stupid. I mean, a gorgeous design. Why was this never in the main show? And it just really pisses me off when people try and make excuses and say, oh, well, you don't need to change anything about the Daleks, they're perfect as they are. If you didn't change anything, we wouldn't get amazing stuff like this. So shut the fuck up and start experimenting. I mean, I at least respect Chris Chibnall for what he tried with the defense drones and the reconnaissance scouts. I like the designs, but it's obviously, they weren't meant to be permanent designs, they were one-offs. Please, Russell, please, just experiment with different designs. Throw anything you can at us. I really like this one. It's like a nice mishmash between classic and new series. I think this is probably what they're going to go. Maybe not the colour, but I think this is the overall design they probably will end up going with. Similar. I mean, at least like a simplified classic Dalek design with new series elements. Can definitely see that happening. But I would like some more drastic redesigns. And obviously this is our Paradigm Boy in a metallic grey. This would be fucking gorgeous, but it's not going to happen. Some more simplified classic Daleks. This is really cool. Again, I could see them doing this. This is very close to what I could see them doing. Yes, and this blows my socks off as well. I love this. You know, I reckon that Rusty Davis has contacted James secretly and said, can you design the new Daleks for us? Because his work is just famous within the Doctor Who community. So, you know, I'm going to place a bet. Like, that's what's going to happen. And then we've got some NSDs in some kind of more classic inspired colours. Very cool. Oh, that's what the defence squad should have looked like, right? Yeah, I mean, they tried it with Time Lord Victorious, but for some reason they didn't bother doing it on the main show. I'm actually going to do some customs of these guys, so you guys stay tuned for that kind of content. There's just so much you can do with this design. Alright, I thought I'd just carry on the fun, because I didn't do as much as I wanted to in the live stream, but either way, I'll put it in this video. Let's just have a look at a few more redesigns. This is obviously also from the Prydonian, and it's pretty much what we looked at first, but in different colours. This works very well. It's great that the ranking system has been laid out nicely for us. But yeah, that's a massive thing for me. I think that the Daleks should definitely have a structure to their command. I always really liked this. I always thought it was a really cool piece. Obviously this wouldn't be the permanent redesign, like none of these would be the permanent redesign, because, you know, Daleks are still out there, they'll always be around in the universe, but I'd love to see something like this, something bizarre, something extremely different, just as a recurring character. I would say a one-off, but it'd be nice to have like a recurring character like this. This is a bizarre concept too. I do kind of like how you can see the mutant exposed. I do think that that is kind of like a logical step in their evolution, where they don't really care about what they look like anymore and intimidate the galaxy with their squidness. This one's really funny too, because this is one of Raymond Cuswick's redesigns of the Daleks. I'd love to see this too. I mean, it doesn't exactly look Dalek-y, but it could be like a special unit or something like that. Like, it reminds me of the Genesis arc a little bit, so something like that could work as well. I mean, we've all seen this guy, the stained glass Dalek. Imagine seeing that on TV. That would be radical, wouldn't it? Be so sick. This is also a really cool piece, like a spider Dalek design. I think it's a really cool concept. I mean, it doesn't really serve much practical use, but I think that they are kind of a visually stunning design, so I'd love to see those on screen. This kind of made me feel a bit weird, but you know, I kind of like that. It reminds me of the Daleks master plan thing. I can't remember what it is, but it's one of like the control units in that. Maybe this is set dressing that comes alive or something like that. Basically, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say in this video is that design equals story potential, and you know, if you keep the Daleks looking exactly the same, then there's not much you can do story-wise with them. It kind of dries out a little bit. And it also surprises me that the one and only Dalek Storm has never made it on TV. Oh yeah, I remember he tried to intimidate the new Paradigm props by bringing Dalek Storm along, but I prefer the Paradigm. And I'm not just saying that to be controversial, I genuinely do, but still love Dalek Storm, still think he's really cool. You know, why don't we see any of these heavy turret Daleks? Like, it would be so rad. Because I'm American and I say rad. Oh, I remember this? Like, the back of the Dalek being exposed in this concept art. I don't know what possessed them to do this, but very cool. But yeah, to summarise this video, essentially you can do anything with them. No design is a bad design in my eyes. I know a lot of people have something to say about that, but you're wrong, basically. I don't mean that to sound rude, but you can do anything. There is no limits. As long as you don't destroy the original design and completely erase them from history, that's never going to happen. They're always going to bring back the Shawcraft models in some capacity, so don't worry if the Daleks get a drastic redesign. It just is what it is, and you'll get your normal ones back eventually. You know, don't limit the creators. That's, as a creator, as a filmmaker, the worst thing that can happen is to be limited, and do not limit the production team just because you're having a paddy and you don't like things being slightly different. Just be along for the ride. You know, as long as they're characterised the same, you don't really have anything to worry about. And even if they're characterised different, there would have to be a narrative reason for it, which I have confidence that they would do it. But yeah, I know I came a bit across as a little bit in this video, but I really want to hammer that point home to people. Just have fun. Change isn't bad. But thanks for watching, guys, and hope you guys tune in for the next live stream, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.